comment with your thoughts on us smashing Manchester United 3-0. Smashing.
We beat Man United, beat Arsenal. Wow, that was a mad sneeze. If you could see that on camera, did you see that? He just convulsed, lad. Do you remember at the start of this, before we did our pre-season, yeah? I said to you, I want to beat Man United. Like, most importantly, I just want the morale boost of beating Man United. Like, because we didn't get to beat them in the league. I don't know, it's only pre-season. But these are the, like... It doesn't matter to Man United, right, because they've got Ten Hag and they've had them for a few years. It doesn't matter to Arsenal, right, because they've had Arteta and they've had them for a few years. But for us, we want to see our manager, like, starting with a good start, essentially. So, 2 wins against 2 of the top teams. Brilliant.
100%.
One of the top teams, and Man United.
You're right. Brilliant. I'll be honest, man. I tried to stay up for it.
Yeah.
I really did try. I got right up until the players were walking out the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then fell asleep.
Genuinely hard.
Probably around about 12:25 at night. I haven't seen any, and this might make me sound bad as a Liverpool fan, but the games have been too late, bro.
12, lad. I'm a 31-year-old grown man, lad. Can't stay awake past half.
If it was last Saturday,
12, lad,
we were both up then, weren't we?
Yeah,
but
that was a different story.
we were out for my sister's birthday.
Fueled by Guinness and Murphy's.
Yeah. However, this one is, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? We've beaten them 3-0.
It's great, lad. It's boss.
Yes, they had chances. Yes, they had possession. Yes, Kelleher made some great saves. But the scoreline is the scoreline. I've seen, you know, Saeed saying Liverpool were lucky. United played really well. I've seen Flex sending me a picture of when they beat us 4-0 in pre-season 2 years ago, saying it doesn't mean anything. And he said, just wait till we get you at Old Trafford.
I desperately need to beat them in the league, you know.
Have to win that game.
I'm so desperate to do it, lad. It's unbelievable. Like,
we have to.
Out of them 3 fixtures, I think that's the most I want to win.
Yeah.
Right? The first 3 fixtures, they're third, right?
Yeah.
So we got Ipswich, then
Brentford at home,
and then Man United. This is the barometer, lad. This is what I was talking about when I was saying about Arne Slot has to beat the big teams. We need bragging rights, lad. Particularly us two who work in a studio like this. But we need to show some type of clout, I guess, that we're back and he can deal with these big teams. Essentially, he's not just playing against 12 or whatever in
Zwolle.
Zwolle. Yeah, he's not playing against these
team.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not playing against all these different teams.
Actually.
Yeah? No, he's not playing against them. Yeah, he's playing against the elite, lad. When you get to this league, this elite, level now, you have to be the very best, and that's why I want to see him beat Man United, and that's why it's a good thing that he did in pre-season. And no, it's pre-season. I'm still happy with it. Who's not happy with beating Man United ever?
No, of course not. And they say it was a friendly game. I'm sorry. There is no such thing as a friendly game versus Manchester United.
Ten Hag will have been wanting to win that.
We don't do friendlies. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lad, Ten Hag would have been desperately wanting to win that, lad. He wants a good pre-season without a shadow of a doubt. He's just had to claw his way back as the manager, basically, of Man United. And he's had not a great pre-season, to be quite honest with you, lad. So
very mixed. Well, he's had his new signing injured for 3 months in Lenny Euro. Højlund is out as well, I think, for 6 weeks. So that team that plays against Liverpool, it will include Xerxes. It will include probably Harry Maguire, centre back. So yeah, listen, we go there and we give it our best. The first goal, who scored the first goal? Cavallo.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, sack Casemiro down. Yeah.
Sit back down, what you mean?
Sit back down,
what you mean?
Yeah, man.
How is he still at Man United on, what is it, 300k a week?
Brother, they have the worst wage structure I've ever seen of any team ever, and this is what, and they're like, why are we shit? Why are we crap, lad? You keep players for too long, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Casemiro, what happened with him, lads, is he came in and he was playing at that Real Madrid level. He was unbelievable and he was running his socks off. He was doing all kinds, and then he realised very quickly that everybody around him wasn't as good as him, and he pretty much went, you know what? Done this for 10 years now. I'm going to take a back step. And that, you can see it, lad. He's just can't be bothered to play for Man United. That's what it looks like to me, anyway, to be honest with you.
Great finish from Carvalho. We'll speak about him a little bit later on. Second goal, Curtis Jones. He came out after and said one of his things that he knows he wants to improve on this year is scoring more goals. Yeah. He played a little bit deeper in that role against Manchester United. But again, the move, the build-up, the free-flowing football before he taps it in the net was fantastic.
Yeah,
Mo Salah just, I know he was playing against a 17-year-old left-back, but looking sharp, looking fresh. What more can you ask for?
He looks like a man on a mission, lad. He looks like, I'm not disrespecting him, he looks like a proper gangster. I can't explain it, lad, with his skinhead and his beard and
ready to just go.
Unit. Yeah, he looks skinhead. Mo Salah looks ready for war, lad. He really does, and I'm ready for it myself. But he was playing against 17-year-olds. Still, It was a brilliant little goal. I like Curtis Jones. He stepped in there in the box, got in there. But I think it's going to be a competition between him and Ryan this season, because they're quite similar profile in my mind. They're both number 8s, basically, that carry the ball from the bottom to the top. They're both technical footballers that like to dribble. They both need to add goals to the game. It's going to be a battle between them two, and I'm excited to see it, especially with the way Arne Slot loves the midfield possession. So, yeah,
I agree. I mean,
Mo Salah.
The position that Ryan played in on Saturday was a 6. We've heard rumours of maybe Dominic playing as a 6. We've obviously got Endo, Bajcetic, Tyler Morton. Curtis has played there under Klopp as well.
This is why we need a 6, because all of our midfielders lean towards the top of the pitch. They're not necessarily out and out tacklers.
Not like Fabinho, who lived and breathed for making tackles.
He lent at the back, lad, but then would pull his head up at the top sometimes and get a goal. Like, that's what we actually need.
We need another Fabinho, essentially.
Yeah.
That was 2-0. The third goal, again, Kostas Tsimikas. I think his brother had a baby the day before, and it was his first goal for Liverpool, unless you count that penalty that won us the FA Cup final. But
that's a goal for Liverpool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He scored. He's going to be staying. It's quite clear to see
I like
now.
Tsimikas, lad. I think he adds energy to the team. And do you know what? The goals as well, right? The Mo Salah one that he gave to Curtis Jones, and then the third one for Tsimikas, it wasn't buried straight away from the first person who hit it. I can't remember. But it was the same move, lad. We're getting at the back and then tucking it into the middle of the
Van den Berg playing it out from the back. Brilliant. Kelleher, little chop inside, and then, as soon as that kind of line breaking pass has been made, it's like everyone. So, for instance, for that goal, the ball comes to Harvey, the wide players.
I hear what you're saying there. Yeah.
Instantly go, right, put me in. Yeah. And it's so direct, but in a very
it's controlled
way that we've seen. Yes,
it's like he lures them in. Come get the ball, lad. Come get the ball. Come get the ball.
He's in.
That's what dribblers do, lad. That's what your technical footballers will do, lad. They'll lure a player in so they can knock it around them. Do you know what I mean?
The one thing I did like is, yes, we did win 3-0. Yes, it was against Manchester United, our biggest rivals. But if you watched Arne Slot's press conference after, he said he wasn't really happy. He said we could have controlled the game a lot better. We gave them too many chances. On paper, when I woke up, I saw Liverpool 3, Manchester United 0. You're buzzing. But do you like the fact that even he's not happy beating United 3-0, knowing that, because they did have chances, we gave them a lot of possession. I'm very. My mum said, because I watched it with my mum, she said, "Come on, let's have a bit more, happiness after you." And I was like, "No, this is what we want, mum."
Yeah, it's true, right? So he wants to demand high standards from his players, and he's absolutely going to need it. It was one of them things, testament to what some of the lads said, that the Man United supporters, that's actually that. They were in the game, lads. It's not like they weren't, and they did have chances. Like, there was one where Quanta snuck in, it was just the Arsenal game, that. There was one where Kelly saved it, that he probably shouldn't have got to, but he did, lad. There was a few chances. There was one where Rashford spun, and then hit it with his left, lad, nearly went in the bottom corner. Like, they had chances, and the way Arne Slot wants to play.
Kelleher saved as well.
Yeah, it's one of them. If under Jurgen Klopp, you're happy with that, right? Because you expect to concede chances, because that's the way he used to play. Yeah. Under Arne Slot, he does not want to concede that many chances. That's the point of possession-based football. He wants to create stability. He's already got goal scorers, and he knows that. He knows we can get goals if we need to, but he's not. You can't rely on a defence at the moment. You can't. You can still see it. I know it was 3-0, but they could have scored very easily, lads. So it's one of them. I like it. I like that he's demanding high standards of his players. Why wouldn't he? Definitely.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think that's the way how you improve. And like you said, under Klopp, you almost concede chances knowing that you're going to get a chance the other end. Whereas Arne Slot thinks, no, we're not conceding any chances.